All right, guys, it's time for Plates Kitchen episode 1. This morning I'm making breakfast. We're doing Kodiak protein pancakes with 4 eggs. So I got my pan. I already sprayed it with some Pam to make it non-stick. Put it on a level 6 out of 10. So while that's heating up, gonna grab my Kodiak cake pancake mix and my half cup measuring cup. Pull that guy out, and this cup is about 220 calories. I go a little bit over, so not much. I'm a big fan of coffee mugs now, so I pour that in my coffee mug, and then I get 1 or a half cup of water and pour that in there. I get my trusty knife. Give that a good mix. You can sing a song. I normally count to 30 one direction, 30 the other direction, and get it all mixed around. So once you do all that, your pan should be getting hot. Once you get it in there, I typically wait till the sides get a little bit, not burned, but like they change color, get a little brownish. That's when I know it's time to flip. Maybe a couple bubbles in the batter. But that's generally about good. So we'll pour that in there. Try to get as much as I can in that one. So this whole breakfast, depending on, of course, how many eggs you use and the size, it's about a 600 calorie breakfast for that one. So obviously you can do a smaller pancake or less eggs to get those macros down. All right, so that's in. While we wait, we're going to go into our eggs. So on this one, guys, I'm actually going to Costco today. But until then, I got some jumbo eggs. So these are 90 calories a piece. What I like to do with my eggs, also I just saw I'm a little sweaty from my workout, but that's all right. Proof that I actually do work out, right? So I like to get my knife and my egg, give it a little tap, break it with one hand right there, and it drops right in there, okay? These shells you can put in a compost pile. You can actually dry the eggshells out and blend them up to make a good, I think it's a good source of plant food. For that one, just FYI, if you're more environmentally conscious, normally I throw them in the trash or just down the garbage disposal. But there are things you can do with your eggshells if you want to. So hit that guy, crack it open. So on this one, guys, I've got 4 jumbo eggs because I'm pretty hungry and about to go hit some golf balls at Topgolf. A couple clients this morning, and probably go for a swim in the afternoon. So I like my coffee cup or any cup and my knife. Got that guy, 20-30 one way, 20-30 the other. Get that going. Normally I put on salt and pepper after the eggs are done. I've read some articles on pepper can burn and stuff like that. So I normally just get them up, get them all scrambled and ready to rock. By that time, guys, I've already got my eggshells in the garbage disposal. Get that guy done. Get that knife cleaned off. And now, if you want to see, we're getting close to flipping on that one, but see how the edges are starting to get a little bit brown. So we're going to wait a little bit. Sometimes if I'm impatient, I will take a look and get underneath the pancake. That's actually more than good. I actually got a little bit burned on that one, but I guess because I'm talking a bunch. Shocker for anybody that knows me. On this side, guys, give it about a minute to 90 seconds. Once it hardens up, I kind of move it around a little bit. And so once that comes off, the eggs will pop right on. Some other schools for thought, guys, for the eggs is how hot your pan is. Normally, I'll let it cool down a little bit. Otherwise, the eggs start cooking really fast and they stick. But if you keep the eggs moving around, that's the name of the game for scrambled eggs, is keep the eggs moving. Most people do a clockwise pattern. I like a counterclockwise pattern, just keeping them moving. And I'll kind of show you that. Maybe another video, I'll get a GoPro, or I'll use my GoPro to give y'all a first-hand view of how that looks. But as you can see while I'm cooking, guys, I clean up. Therefore, it's not too bad on the cleanup when you're done. A little bit longer on the pancake. Moving that guy around and slide it off. So while that pan's cooling off just a little bit, I use the Carrie's sugar-free syrup just because I don't want all the sugar on my pancakes. So again, it's pretty processed, but I like it. Generally, while it's hot, I'll put some of the Carrie's on there. Not a bunch, but just enough. I'll get my fork and give that a nice little pat around. That absorbs some of it, so I'll put on some later on. So the pan's cool enough for me right now. I'll put it back on the heat. Again, we're at a 6 out of 10. You can probably hear that go on there. If the pan's already pretty hot, don't let it sit too long, maybe 15 seconds. If it's not that hot, you can go for about 30 seconds. I get my spatula and I start moving those eggs around. When I start, again, as mentioned, I like counterclockwise. So I just kind of stir them around in a circle until they start to harden up a little bit. Then I start to scrape them around the outside. And then I start my counterclockwise movement. So I move it all up, move them all to the side, move them all down, and to the side again. So that's what I'll generally do as they get moving. Once they start to harden up a little bit, I'll go a little bit slower and let them sit for 2 to 5 seconds before I go over to the next one. But this is the name of the game for eggs. Now it depends on how done you want them. If you want your eggs maybe a little bit runny, or if you want them all the way done. A trick I learned a while ago was when your eggs are just about done, that's when you take them off because they'll keep cooking. Same with like steaks. So in that one, guys, you want to get them moving. So they're just about done right there. You can see those guys looking pretty dang good. Move that pancake off to the side and pour that right in there. So that's about it for that one, guys. Time for me to eat. Any questions, let me know. I'm going to do some more videos, but not too shabby of a breakfast right there. I'll go ahead and put on a little bit of salt and pepper. So to taste, you don't have to. That's why I like regular eggs. They don't really need much, but you can give them a little bit on there for a little bit of flavor. So thanks for coming to Plate's Kitchen. One of many to come. I think the next one I'll do is probably how I make my 4 or 5 pounds of chicken in the oven. So have a great day.